I don't know, it's just seems like a load of crazy nonsense. I mean, I remember my boss talking about the Mandela effect, not the Mandela effect. What was the bit I was talking about? Are you filming me?
Yeah.
About 5 minutes ago, we were talking about what was it? Simulation theory, and the idea of simulation theory has been around for years. But when I first heard simulation theory, it just seemed like a load of nonsense. You know, trying to distract you from what is real by coming up with. As soon as I heard the words mathematical certainty, it's just like aliens. It's just like, as soon as someone puts those two words together, you know it's horseshit. You know it's complete and utter hokum. Somebody trying to convince you of something not being real. And I've had it loads straight away within a day with the why is the sky blue? I almost said it half-heartedly. You know, it was one of the first questions I asked as a kid, and you got Kess asking us the same sort of questions, and you go, it's a light-hearted question, but it actually, you don't realise how pertinent something is until you ask it in a light-hearted way, and it is pertinent. You know, we have absolutely no idea, and a penny dropped for me. I'm always talking about Mark Sargent. When Mark Sargent said it's blue because they set it that way, well, we're entertaining David Icke just because we've got a theory that's stuck. Flat Earth is stuck because we can actually put loads of proof together and disprove loads of the hokum in the globe Earth model. Well, just because there's a theory that's stuck and you've got loads of these theorists or people like David Icke saying we live in a simulation, watch his Flat Earth video. You know, I put a comment on there that said, you know, the horizon's always at eye level, we never see a curve, NASA have never been to the moon. These are all things that David Icke doesn't even touch on. And instead, he talks about click, click, unplug from the Matrix. Well, you know, why make us think that the Matrix is anything other than what it actually is? It's the internet. That's what it is at the moment. It's in its, you know, in the scheme of the mathematical certainty of our huge length of time. The internet's nothing. It's just so young, and eventually, if we buy into the crap that David Icke says about us living in a simulation, then yeah, they'll successfully have pre-programmed us to believe that what is currently the internet, when we've got VR headsets in 100 years' time and we are in there, that we'll actually be in the Matrix. We'll all be there with our bloody headsets on. What's real is real, what's fake is fake. What we've got on the internet and what we've got in our games, that's simulation. I can go out and hug a tree, you know. I can touch stuff that's real. Now, until someone proves otherwise, it's just speculation. You can tell me it's a mathematical certainty, but it isn't. I can touch and feel and see and experience what's outside there, and I can pretend to experience it in there. And Robin Poe summed it up. Can't people just disconnect? People like David Icke just want to make a massive connection from the metaphysical to the physical, and there is no connection at the moment. There will be if we let them, and if we let crap like the Mandela effect seep into people's consciousness, when, you know, that will be another seed for people believing that we live in a computer generated world. We don't. Now, I like the fact that people are exploring this idea. I like dabbling with it. It was one of the not so plausible conspiracy theories that I looked at a few years ago. And you look at it and you go, yeah, it's a nice idea. But don't let what proves flat Earth distract us from what doesn't prove simulation theory. You know, the two are completely separate. The only reason flat Earth is stuck is because we can, on the one side, disprove all the crap that they give us from the globe Earth model, from the heliocentric model, and on the other hand, on the other side, we can prove stuff in flat Earth. So saying it's just simulated, it's that way because it's been set that way. All right, well, I can see my curve at, I can see my eye level horizon from the Red Bull jump. You know, I can see the Isle of Wight, you know, across a massive plain of water. I can do these things and experience them with my own eyes. In terms of the stars, it's anybody's guess. You know, I can look at them and they seem like I can pluck the damn things out of the air. That doesn't mean it can. It doesn't mean that that makes them a simulation. It doesn't mean anything. It's just that's my perception of things. Anyway, I've got to have this rant. You know, I don't know why you filmed me, because that's just a rant that I give you about 100 times a day. But simulation theory, ties into Mandela effect as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's just another seed to make people think through misinformation that we're part of some made-up reality. We're not. I can touch stuff. It's real.